My name's Noah Coco and I'm an aspiring 19-year-old natural bodybuilder from Brisbane, Australia, and this is my very first YouTube video. I imagine most of you probably know me already off the Instagram, but I wanted to start this off the right way, kind of keep it as raw as possible and be genuine. So this is essentially me starting from complete scratch. I don't really know how this whole thing's gonna go. I've already recorded this intro for like the third time now, so I'm gonna give it a crack, but I'm trying to keep it as genuine as possible, like I already said, especially considering all the rubbish that's on the internet these days. For right now, I guess the main purpose of the channel is kind of gonna be like a vlog style, trying to document and cover like my prep for hopefully my first natural bodybuilding show, and I'm thinking probably early to mid next year. So I'm gonna try and take you guys with me on that journey and see how that ends up. And then as an extension of that, I'm hoping to win my natural pro card before the age of 20, which will be in September of next year. Hopefully I can kind of remain consistent and this channel becomes something just indefinite. But like I said, for now it's gonna be kind of vlog style, tracking obviously my training, nutrition, and then obviously I want to show a bit of lifestyle on top of that. I think there's so much more to life than just the gym. I preach that, and like you really only see like short little snippets of my life on Instagram, so hopefully I can use this as a bit of a platform to, you know, show you more of myself. Pause. Show you more of myself. That's not good. And then obviously more than that, I want to be able to prove to myself and of course everyone watching that you can in fact build a great physique naturally. I know that there are a lot of doubters out there, especially considering that I'm a guy saying he's natural on Instagram with what, okay, fuck. I'm not a guy saying I'm natural, I am someone who's natural. Fucking just say that so nobody can know. I know there are a lot of doubters out there, especially being a guy who's natural on Instagram. There's always going to be the naysayers, but regardless of that fact, I'm going to get it done. So yeah, welcome to my journey. We're going to see how it goes. I imagine this is going to be followed with like me training or something, so I'll probably meet you in the car or in the gym for like a pre-session chat. Hopefully it's a cheeky chest day, of course it's the best one. Anyway, I'll see you there. Sweet, so we're back. I'm in the gym car park. Said I'd meet you in the car. I think I also said we're going to be doing chest in the intro. It was a couple of days ago when I recorded that, so it's chest and buys today. It's kind of late and I have an early start in the morning, so I'll jump through a speedy chest and buys workout, and I'll meet you in the gym for a quick warm-up. Warm up the shoulders a bit. I'm gonna have to find a way to turn off that little green light. I think I can do it now, but you just have to deal with it for this session because I can't be bothered. On the agenda for chest, I usually like to start off with some kind of heavy press. It's one of those movements I don't mind the real low rep ranges. I'd even go as far as to say I don't mind going as low as like 4. But anywhere from 4 to 8 is usually the sweet spot for me. Don't mind a cheeky little bit of ego lifting for the first exercise. Also finding the right like bar placement on incline movements, especially with the Smith. It's really important. It feels about right. And always a good check. If you want to make sure your bar's lined up, just drop it down onto the bench and see, but it looks pretty good. Jump up straight to 2 plates. I'm lucky there's literally not a single other person in the gym tonight. See how this goes. I'm gonna also have to get used to the fact that like my whole workout's kind of being recorded, because on Instagram you see like a 10-second snippet of when I feel like I'm looking at my best. Obviously, that's what's going to blow up. So I'm gonna have to bite the bullet and just accept that you have to see me at all points, which I guess keeps me modest. Not modest. Honest with you lot. You don't look like a Greek god all the time. The clips you see on Instagram, you have to understand a lot of that stuff gets like re-uploaded. Like the freaky photos and videos you see, a lot of that's from earlier in the year, like around summertime when the tan's good and I'm super lean. I'm probably close to like 8 to 10 kilos lighter in those clips than I am now. So I was like sitting at about 78 to 80, fluctuating between those weights when those were recorded. Now I'm probably like at 86, around there. That's just the reality of it. I thought I'd move you a little bit closer since you look kind of far away in the little clip. I'm not sure. Okay. Go a little bit heavier. Maybe 130 instead of 3 plates, because I don't have a spotter here this time. Usually I'd kind of be like, fuck it, and just go for 3 plates, but without a spotter, it's a little bit sketch. It's kind of get low. Maybe I'm too close to the camera. Obviously, I think it would be better when I have a physical person behind the camera, because then I can kind of be myself. Because at the moment, obviously, I'm still not used to talking to a camera. But we'll get used to it. It's not a stress. I also wanted to wait until I could record at a time where the gym is empty, because I would feel like a bit of a douche setting up a camera and a tripod in a busy gym. So this is why I'm here late on Saturday night, but it's not that different to the time I would train anyway, so I don't really care. I like training late. But I'm gonna jump into this top set, I think it will be, depending on how it moves, but most likely. Fuck. It's good weight though, I'm gonna stay there, like I said, in between that 4 to 8 rep range for that first exercise of a chest day. I'm not too bothered with 6 reps, not bad. I'd like to be hitting that for 140, but that's alright, room to progress. Alright, jump into the second set. I feel like rest time is another thing people overthink. I don't have a set rest time, like I don't start a timer on my watch when I finish the set. I'll just kind of go when you feel good, which I think is the best time. Depending on the intensity of your sets too, obviously you're going to take more time to get your breath back and just feel better. It's not an exact science, just go when you feel ready. There's no miracle number. I feel like if I was to time, it would probably be around 4 minutes for these heavier sets, 4 or 5 minutes. Fuck. Jesus Christ. Could have been ambitious. Ironic, speaking about rest time, probably could have done with another minute. I think I might stay at that way for 1 more and then maybe do like a little drop off set, 110 something for some more reps. It's feeling good today, so I'll do 4 sets instead of 3. I like to kind of do 3 or 4 pushing movements, and then kind of like in the middle, a mix between a push and a fly, and then obviously finish off the fly at the end. Because again, no shade, but a lot of the science bros these days kind of push the fact that sensation doesn't matter. I think that's silly. If you're training chest, you obviously want to feel your chest, so nothing wrong with some high rep sets. When I say high reps, I don't mean anything silly like go 15 and 20, but you know, 10 to 15 can't be harmful. I mean, realistically, bro, just do what feels better for you. It's just not that deep. Since the last set was so questionable, I decided to do 2 at 130, 1 at 120, and then I'll finish off with 1 at 100 or 110 after this one. Just to limit the risk of me fucking dropping a bar on my head. Oh, fuck, come on. One more. I think that's good. I'll go down to 110 for one more set. 100, I'll probably do too many reps. Alright, last set, 110. Just pump out as many as I can. Okay, I'm gonna jump into some dumbbell flies now. I know people say they're not that optimal, but I'm gonna do them because I like them and they've been feeling good lately. And I also like that I can kind of go beyond failure and push into some like just normal chest presses once I'm done in the last set. But for now I'm just gonna pump out as many as I can with these 30s. Can't complain. Not bad. I just weighed myself, but I'm gonna do it again for the camera. It's about like dead on 86. The main thing that proves somebody has no idea what they're talking about when it comes to natural bodybuilding is that they judge natural status by somebody's level of leanness. I see it in comment sections all the time. Somebody gets super lean, all of a sudden they're no longer natural, but as soon as they go on that mid-year bulk, it's they've hopped off or they're cycling off. It's just not the case. Naturals really only look super crazy when they're super detailed and shredded for that brief period. A lot of the arguments I see in my comment section is, oh, you can't be natural because you're shredded all year long. Just not the case. I just store my body fat differently so I can show my body off when I'm bulked up a bit more and still look impressive. It all goes to my legs and back. Even then, I repost a lot of content. So a lot of the freakier looking stuff is from a very brief period where I get most of my content. I'm not looking like that all year, and I'm certainly not looking like that all the time. That's under like super ideal circumstances where I have a great pump, great lighting, and obviously I'm super shredded for that brief period of time. Obviously a tan in some helps as well, but that's my little yap done. And I'll jump into this next set. I don't know how long this video is going to be either, once I get it all edited down, which I'm not super keen on doing, but I'll get it done. I'm hoping that by the time I've edited all this down, it's not as long as I think it will be. But obviously if you've made it this far, appreciate you very much. I don't know all the plug shit you have to do, like fucking drop a comment, like and subscribe, all that rubbish. I'm gonna try and keep these as short as possible. Obviously if I start yapping, I'm just gonna start yapping, I don't really care. I'll chuck them all in. But let me know if there's anything in particular, either on like Instagram DM or in the comments or whatever. Anything you want me to like talk about, yap about. I have a few ideas, like just lifestyle stuff, kind of like my ideologies when it comes to the gym, kind of progress, how to balance like your training, lifestyle, etc. I think that's super important. A lot of you turn into gym weirdos, like fucking just have to get a bit of a life, man. Fucking all that mog bra, gym bra, Ziz bra, Myron bra, fucking shit's goofy as fuck. I'm not hating on the gym culture, I love it, but certain aspects are undesirable. One thing I've noticed a lot of people doing this, like pec decks in general, is they kind of cheat the reps by starting out super wide and bending their arms as they come in. Kind of going for that like shorter range of motion. I find it way better for like activation if you kind of start the opposite, where you start a little bit closer and extend the arms out as you go in. And I guess the mental cue would just be like trying to touch your elbows together. Gets that real good squeeze at the top of the movement. I do a drop set for my last set. I think I'll call this the last one. Like a 3-stage drop set. Don't have anything left. Right, I'm gonna jump into some incline curls. I don't know if you can hear me because the guys vacuuming. I like these. You can really get like, I don't want to say deep stretch, it would be made fun of, but I like kind of training biceps from that stretch position. Your arm kind of being free back here, it allows you to hold the dumbbells like fully supinated the whole time. And when you get to the top, it's like as much supination as you possibly can. Like the mental cue would be trying to touch your pinky to your elbow. Obviously that's super hard when you have a pump, but that's kind of the mental focus you want to have. Is really twisting that peak as much as possible. Obviously peaks are a genetic thing, but I find that really helps. The only thing you have to do to make people think you're a fake natty and blow up on social media is have an arm dominant physique. As soon as you get that, it's levels.
it's getting pretty late, so I'm gonna cut the biceps short. Like I said, I have to be up early in the morning. Perhaps it's a sign low volume's the way. I might actually just jump into like a quick drop set down the rack with just normal standing bicep curls. Nothing wrong with that to finish off the workout. So I'll set that up real quick and then jump into a super quick pose, and then I'm gonna hit the car and get home into bed. Right, so you meet me in the car now for the debrief / outro. I don't really know, we'll figure it out, but I'll see you there. Yo, so that was pretty much the end of the first session / YouTube video. Hopefully it wasn't too long. I'll get used to editing them down and kind of knowing how long I'm kind of yapping for. Hopefully it was a decent watch. Again, thank you for making it this far if you did. I'll try and be as consistent as possible. Hopefully pump out a few videos. If I need to with the editing, I'll get an editor or something, I don't know. In the meantime, get keen for the next one. I'm gonna stick with it. Have some faith in me. I will get better at this, so it's only up from here. Thank you for watching.